Welcome to InfoHub. In our headlines, Security Sector Reform Project SSRP office to be established in 2018. Legal Affairs Ministry hosted a seminar for Guyana delegation that will attend the CFAT F46 plenary meeting. UG launches its first ever psychology program. Victoria Village celebrates 178th anniversary and heavy downpour records minimal effect. Stay tuned for the details of these and more. Now for the details. President David Granger says plans are on stream for the establishment of a Security Sector Reform Project SSRP office in 2018. Details from Gabriela Patron.
The president at the time was delivering the feature address at the handing over ceremony of nearly $3 million worth of assets to the Guyana Police Force as a gift from the People's Republic of China.
As you heard from Commissioner Ramnarine and from the Minister of State, that we restarted, with the permission of the British government, the Security Sector Reform Project. And next year, that project will be transformed into a formal department in order to implement the recommendations which are now being crafted and drafted.
Further, the head of state said that the administrative structure of the Guyana Police Force will also undergo much needed changes to ensure better policing.
The police force, as part of that reform project, will adopt the same divisional structure as the 10 administrative regions of our country, so that every divisional commander will be able to relate to a regional chairman in the RDC. Every capital town will be the headquarters of a police division. So we won't have one person commanding 3 interior divisions as exists at present.
Following a request from the AP and new AFC administration, the British government, 7 years after it scrapped the original £3 million US $4.9 million project due to unresolved concerns by the then People's Progressive Party civic-led administration, agreed to the restart of the SSRP. The then Barajaglio administration had objected to the SSRP, saying that Britain's requirements would have resulted in the violation of Guyana's sovereignty. In turn, Britain abandoned the project and said that its taxpayers had a right to say how their money should be spent. Gabriela Patron for InfoHub.
As part of preparatory efforts, the Ministry of Legal Affairs on Monday hosted a seminar for the Guyana delegation to the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force CFAT F46 plenary and working group meetings to be hosted in Guyana from November 12 to 16, 2017 at the Marriott Hotel, Georgetown. Here's this report. The CFAT F meetings will cover a wide range of financial and security matters such as beneficial ownership, requirements for customer due diligence, and for persons such as politicians, enhanced due diligence. Of importance to the region is the matter of de-risking or debanking. Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Basil Williams said that asset recovery and, more importantly, the mutual evaluation of Barbados is on the agenda.
The question of the sharing of assets, of asset recovery, those issues also will be on the cards. And much other, but one of the most important things would be the mutual evaluation of Barbados. And they have a report in, and they're going to be assessed on that report, and that will determine their status, whether they would have satisfied and done enough to exit the 4th round. Because the 4th round is the round that they look for effectiveness. In the 3rd round, we would have put in the legal, regulatory framework, administrative framework also. And this round is to see the effectiveness.
Guyana is currently in the 4th round of assessment and is due for evaluation in 2022. However, the Attorney General highlighted the importance of remedying the deficiencies.
You have to start from now, putting in place and remedying the areas of weaknesses and deficiencies. To that end, we actually had executed a national risk assessment, which is called an NRA, from which we are able to identify our risks and other agencies, the agencies that have been identified and the groups that have been identified as highest risk, we have determined that by that risk assessment.
The seminar held for the Guyana delegation included presentations by Principal Parliamentary Counsel Joanne Bond, Director of the Financial Intelligence Unit Matthew Langevin, and Special Advisor to the Attorney General Tessa Oudkirk, among other local representatives from agencies such as the Guyana Revenue Authority and the Special Organized Crime Unit, SOCU. Over 160 representatives from the 25 member countries and supporting international agencies such as the International Monetary Fund will be in Guyana for the CFATF plenary and working group meetings. The Ministry of Communities through the Central Housing and Planning Authority CHNPA on Monday took a new ray of hope to residents of Cockrit Hill, Mabaruma, Region 1, Barima Waini, when some 57 house lots were allocated to citizens there. Alexis Rodney has more.
For the first time, Guyanese living in the community were given an opportunity to begin the process of owning their own homes. The CHNPA team, which included Minister responsible for housing Valerie Adams Patterson Yearwood, took 57 vacant lots to the community for distribution. Each of the lots was allocated.
We came here from CHNPA with 58 vacant lots, house lots in Cockrit Hill, Mabaruma, and I can say that all 57 were allocated. And there are many persons who are coming now with their allocation letters from 2014, 15, 16, and but we are out of lots.
Those 57 lots were all of the CHNPA was able to deliver at the time. But according to Minister Patterson Yearwood, the Housing Authority will commence negotiations with the Regional Democratic Council so that developmental works can commence on another plot of land to make house lots available. Chief Executive Officer of the CHNPA, Leland Saul, said that the authority is committed to providing quality and affordable housing to all Guyanese. The CHNPA, he said, is also currently developing service lots which include water, road and electricity, among other infrastructure. All this, he said, is aimed at improving the quality of life for all Guyanese.
Because one of the things that we recognize is that you owning a piece of land, more so if you have ownership to it, land tenure, it's allow for the generation of wealth. And I believe it's our intention to ensure that people live a good life. And if you do not have that capacity to generate wealth, well then the whole dream about living a good life will certainly become difficult, if not impossible.
As the CHNPA moves to expand its housing drive, Saul said that the intention is to open up a regional office in Mabaruma to make it easier for residents to make payments for their house lots there. For Info Hub, Alexis Rodney.
The Victoria Youth Development Organization hosted a flag-raising ceremony to commemorate the 178th anniversary of the village. Delon Sanko brings us that story.
The village, formerly known as Northbrook, was the first to be bought by African slaves after gaining freedom in 1839. Minister of Social Cohesion Dr. George Norton, in the feature address, commended the youths for the effort made to recognize the 178th anniversary and encourage them to continue working towards the development of the village.
I appeal to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, youths, do not let the struggle of your forefathers go in vain. They struggle to ensure a brighter future for you and your future generations to come. Let us not allow the struggle of your forefathers to go in vain.
Dr. Norton noted that team effort was pivotal for the slaves to achieve the purchase of the village and urged the residents to adopt such principles.
I want to urge you to become more cohesive, to break down the barriers that exist among the gender difference, among the age difference, the socio-economic difference, and let us all come together in whatever way we can to make Victoria a place that we all would be proud of.
Minister within the Ministry of Public Health, Dr. Karen Cummins, highlighted that the village was once an economic hub and charged the villagers to reshape their focus.
It is time to refocus our energies towards re-establishing a viable village economy for the welfare of our people. Let us redesign the village economy in line with the current National Economic Development Program.
The anniversary celebration saw a number of cultural performances and presentations before concluding with the hoisting of the Golden Arrowhead.
InfoHub's Gabriela Patron joins us once again to tell us that the recently concluded Havana International Fair 2017 saw more business opportunities being created for Guyana.
The expo, which wrapped up on Friday last, saw members of the Guyana delegation seeking to capitalize on the investment opportunities in Cuba. In his synopsis of FIHAV 2017, Guyana's ambassador to Cuba, His Excellency Abdul Halim Majid, noted that Guyana Embassy in Cuba and the local delegation that participated at the expo this year increased their interface with Cuban businessmen and trade sector.
We have had substantial interest developing between Guyana private sector and the Cuban private sector. As a result, trade has commenced, and I am delighted to be a part of that process. I'm delighted, almost in a selfish way, that this is happening under my watch and under the watch of President Granger.
Ambassador Majid said the attention garnered by Guyana's booth during the 5-day expo had burnished the country's image.
We have been very active in the Cuban political, diplomatic, and business environment. People want to know more and more what is happening in Guyana. And thus, when we announced that we were going to participate in the 35th FIHAV, it evoked substantial interest among the Cuban business community.
Deputy Chief Executive Officer for Go Invest, Natalia C. Prasad, expressed similar sentiments.
A lot of people have come by the Guyana booth. People seem to be extremely curious about Guyana, what we're about, what we produce, and I think because a lot of Cubans are traveling to Guyana for trade.
Among the members of the Guyana delegation were representatives from the Guyana Office for Investment, Go Invest, Comfort Sleep Guyana, the Nan Prasad Limited, the Marara Distillers Limited, and the Roshan Can Security Company, among others. These businesses have all committed to returning with larger contingents next year. The Havana International Fair, FIHAV, is the largest annual multi-sector trade fair in Cuba. This year's expo ran from October 30th to November 3rd and saw some 63 countries participating, with over 1,000 companies exhibiting their products and services. Gabriela Patron for InfoHub.
And in our final report, overnight and today there has been heavy rainfall in a number of areas. However, most of the areas visited by the InfoHub team were back to normal, with several cokers and sluices working effectively around the capital city. The InfoHub team visited several areas in central Georgetown where it was business as usual, with just a few puddles of water. This is in spite of heavy downpour in the city during Monday night and early Tuesday morning into the afternoon hours. Several cokers around the city were also operable and working to full capacity. The Hydromet office has predicted above normal high tides and has issued an advisory for citizens living in low-lying areas to take the necessary precautions. Moderate to heavy rainfall over coastal and near inland areas is also predicted. However, with the upgrades to the present infrastructure, it is expected that water will be drained off in the shortest possible time. Thanks for watching. Connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Goodbye.